welcome back to another deck profile. And I haven't done one of these in a while, and so here we are. And now I haven't been uploading really lately. I know it's a problem with school. We have a bunch of tests. School is pretty much almost over, so when I finish with school, we can start going back to our daily uploads. I mean, I don't know if they were daily. I wouldn't say daily, but whatever. So this is my Photon slash Galaxy Eyes deck profile. This is one of the first decks I ever actually got, because I used to love the Galaxy Eyes cards. So I'm making a deck profile on it right now, and yeah, so some cards are old, to say, like some cards that I thought were really good but weren't actually that good are in this deck. So yeah. Anyways, so this chair is super squeaky though. Doesn't matter. So let's just start the deck profile. So first off, we have 3 of Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. This is the ace card in the deck. It was Kite who used these cards from Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. I mean Zeal, whatever. And like this is his ace card. Is actually I really like this card generally. So its effect is you can special summon this card from your hand by attributing 2 monsters with 2,000 or more attack points during either player's battle step. When this card battles an opponent's monster, you can target one monster this card is battling. Banish both this and banish both that and this card. Then any monsters banished by this effect return to the field at the end of the battle phase. If the monster banished by the effect was an XYZ monster, this card gains 500 attack points for each XYZ material the XYZ monster had when it was banished. So, really good card generally, but obviously not everybody's using XYZs these days. So, back in the XYZ era, it was good, but like really good. Now it's okay-ish. Still good when you're going up against the XYZ deck though. Next, I have one of Galaxy Eyes Cloud Dragon. So, says you contribute this card, special summon one Galaxy Eyes monster from your hand or graveyard except Galaxy Eyes Cloud Dragon. You can only use this effect of Galaxy Eyes Cloud Dragon once per turn. If this card is in a graveyard, you can target one Galaxy Eyes XYZ monster you control, attach this card to it. As an XYZ material, you can only use this effect of Galaxy Eyes Cloud Dragon once per duel. So that's why it's only one of it in the deck. Next, I'm running 3 copies of Galaxy Knight, right there. So Galaxy Knight is, if you control a Photon or Galaxy monster, you can normal summon this card with attributing. If in this way, target one Galaxy-ized Photon Dragon in your graveyard, if possible. Regardless, this card loses 1,000 attack, and if it does, special summon this target, if any. In defense position, this card decreases. I can't speak lately. This attack decreases until the end of this turn. So basically, if you have a Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon in your graveyard, you bring him back, but this card loses 1,000 attack points, and if it does, you can special summon that target in defense position. So this attack decrease only lasts until the end of the turn. Yeah, so that's what I was struggling on. I just couldn't read. Okay, so next I have 3 of Galaxy Brave there. So Galaxy Brave's effect is, if this card is in your hand, you can reveal one Photon monster in your hand, special summon this card, and if you do, its level becomes the level of that Photon monster. If this card is normal special summon, you can target one Galaxy Eyes monster in graveyard. This card's attacks or defense becomes the monster's attack and defense. You can only use each effect of Galaxy Brave once per turn. Okay, next we go on to Galaxy Soldier. So these are all Galaxy cards, obviously. I have more Photon cards though. I'm just putting them in order. Just put them more in the camera, like so. That does not look good. Whatever. You can send one other light monster from your hand to the graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand in defense position. When this card is special summoned, you can add one galaxy monster from your deck to your hand. You can only use this effect of Galaxy Soldier once per turn. Okay, so next up, I have one Galaxy Tyranno. I don't know why I said it like that. It's Galaxy Tyranno. So, when a Galaxy monster you control is targeted for an attack, you can special summon this card from your hand in defense position. When summoned this way, you can immediately after this effect resolves XYZ summon one Galaxy XYZ monster using only Galaxy monsters you control. So this card could possibly save you from some tight situations, like somebody attacks your like level 8 Galaxy monster, because that's the only pretty much one you can summon in this deck. I mean, there's another one, but you can get me. So, you summon him out and you automatically XP summon, so it could bring you from almost losing to basically game-winning situations. Like, the camera has this auto zoom, so it zooms in all the time. I don't know why, I'm sorry, so don't mind that. Just stop with the auto zoom camera. Next I have Galaxy Dragon. So his effect is this card can only attack dragon type monsters. If this card battles a dragon type monster, this card gains 1000 attack during the damage step only. Also negate the monster's effect during each battle phase as long as this card remains face up on the field. Good against dragon decks if you're going. It has 2000 attack points. It's a level 4 monster. If you're going against the blue eyes, it could match his power. So yeah. Next I have Galaxy Wizard. So once per turn you can increase this card's level by 4 until the end phase. You contribute this card, add one Galaxy monster from your deck to your hand except Galaxy Wizard. Really good for XYZ summoning because the most powerful XYZs you have is level 8s. So you're gonna want to have him level 8. So next we have Galaxy Cleric. So if this card is in your hand, you can target one Photon or Galaxy monster, XYZ monster you control, attach this card to it as material. If this card is normal special summon, you can target 5 Photon and or Galaxy cards with different names in your graveyard, shuffle them into the deck, then draw 2 cards. You can only use one Galaxy Cleric effect once per turn and only once that turn. Okay, so pretty okay card in general. Next, this one is a flip effect. So I have a Galaxy Mirror Sage. So flip, this is a flip effect, obviously. You can gain 500 life points for each Galaxy monster in your graveyard. When this card is destroyed and sent from the field to the graveyard, after being flipped face up, you can special summon one level 4 lower Galaxy monster from your deck or graveyard in face down to inspiration. Banish it when it leaves the field. Pretty okay card, could give you some life point boosts. So yeah. Next, I have 3 Photon Orbitals. So, during your main phase, you can target one Photon or Galaxy monster you control. Equip this monster from your hand to the field. Okay, wait, it's too far away. So, you can equip this card from your hand or field to the target. If this so that target gains 500 attack points. Also, it cannot be destroyed by battle. You can send this equipped card to the graveyard, add one Photon or Galaxy monster from your deck or to your hand. Except Photon Orbital, you can only use one effect of Photon Orbital once per turn. Pretty good effect. Next I have 2 Photon Cerberus. So during the turn this card was normal summoned, later players can activate trap cards while this card is face up on the field. This card, generally I have a lot of cards for just anything, kind of. If you go up against, if you're going up against somebody who has a full trap deck, that's a really good way of, but I think I fixed it. Okay, so let's move on. Now we have Photon Vibrant. So when this card is normal or flip summoned, destroy all set cards your opponent controls. Okay, card, we have 1 Photon Lizard. I don't know why I didn't take 2, but I have 1. You contribute this card, add 1 level 4 or lower Photon monster from your deck to your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. So I have 2 Photon Pirates though. So yeah, you can banish 1 Photon monster from your graveyard. This card gains 1000 attack points till the end of this turn. You can only use this effect up to twice per turn. So you can banish 2 Photon cards to have them get to 3000 attack points, but you pretty much only need them to be to 2000 if you want to summon Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. Next I have 3 Photon Vanishers. So cannot be normal summon or set, must be for special summon from your hand while you control a Photon or Galaxy monster. Cannot attack Cannot attack the turn is special summon. You can only special summon Photon Vanisher once per turn. If this card is special summoned, you can add one Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon from your deck to your hand. An XYZ monster will special summon using this card on the field as material gains this effect. Banish any monster destroyed by battle with this card. So basically, if you use them for an XYZ material, all cards that XYZ monster gets the effect to destroy the banished monster that he destroyed by battle. Next, I have 3 Photon Thrashers. So, cannot be normal summon or set. It must be for special summon if you control from your hand. If you control no monsters on the field, and this card cannot attack. So, pretty much it's just used to summon out Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. Next, I have 3 Photon Advancers. So, if a Photon monster is on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon Photon Adventures once per turn. This way, it gains 1,000 attack points if there's another Photon monster on the field, which if you special summon him, it definitely will be. So that's good. Next, I have 1 Photon Charge Man. Once per turn, you can move this card, or you can make this card the attack, so basically double its attack until the standby phase. This card cannot attack the turn you activate this effect. Another one just to summon out Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. Next, we go on to the spells. I have 3 Photon Sanctuaries. So, special summon 2 Light Photon tokens. In defense position, these tokens cannot attack or be used as synchro materials. You can special summon, you cannot special summon monsters till the end of this turn. So basically, I use this in order to take out these tokens, obviously. And since they have 2,000 attack points, they are okay to like stay around for a turn. So you can use them to summon out your Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. Next, I have 2 Galaxy Trains. So pay 2,000 life points. Target 1 Photon monster from your graveyard. Special summon special summon it and 1 Galaxy Eyes monster from your deck with the same level, both in defense position. And if you do, each monster attack becomes 2,000. Also, their effects are negated. You can only activate 1 Galaxy Trains per turn. You can normal summon, special summon You can only special summon this card once per turn. You can activate the set. So, you cannot normal summon or special summon monsters during this turn. During the turn you activate this effect, except Photon or Galaxy monsters. Now this card is used to bring out a Galaxy Eyes Soul Flare Dragon. This card is really good, so that's why we have that. You basically just gotta summon out these Trasher and Galaxy Wizard, and then you go into link summoning your Soul Flare Dragon. There, now I have 2 Galaxy Expeditions. So, if you control level 5 or higher Photon or Galaxy monster, special summon 1 level 5 or higher Photon or Galaxy monster from your deck. In face of defense position, you can only activate 1 Galaxy Expedition once per turn. I'm realizing I did not put them in camera. Whatever. Okay. Next, I have 3 Called by the Grave. Obviously, we know what it does. It's good for hand traps, so yeah. I also use 3 trade-ins to possibly trade in some of the 8 levels if you don't need them in your hand. Also got a Monster Reborn just for good luck. Regeki, I told you, I used this deck a while ago, so I have some cards that I thought would be really overpowered, but you know. Next I have Tachyon Transmigration. Now I know this card is pretty much the only trap card that's based on this deck, so yeah. If you control a Galaxy Eyes monster, negate the activation of your opponent's spell or traps card and monster effects activated before this card's chain, and if you do, shuffle the negated cards into the deck. If you control a Galaxy Eyes Tachyon monster, you can activate this card from your hand. But we don't have Tachyon cards here, so yeah, that won't happen. I have 1 Royal Desire because I thought it was really good. Next, I have 4 Mirror Forces, 1 normal Mirror Force. I have 1 Drown, 1 Blazing, and 1 Quaking Mirror Force. And so that's all from the traps. Next, let's go on to the extra deck. We have 3 Galaxy Eyes Soul Flare Dragons. So, you need 2 light monsters, including a monster with 2,000 or more attack points. If this card is link summoned, you can target 1 Photon or Galaxy monster from your graveyard, add it to your hand. During your opponent's main phase quick effect, you can discard 1 Photon card and 1 Galaxy, or discard one Galaxy Ice Photon Dragon. Target one special summon monster your opponent controls. Destroy that target. You can only use this effect of once per turn. Really good card. That's why we have that. Next, I have number 38. Pretty sure you know what he does. It's really good card. Nice support. It's also level 8. So yeah. Next, I have two number 90 Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord. So you need two level 8 monsters. If this card has a Photon card as material, it cannot be destroyed by card effects. You can only use the following effects of number 90 once per turn. So when an opponent monster declares if a monster activates an effect, quick effect, you can detach one XYZ move from this card, negate the monster's effect, and if you do, detach materials was a galaxy card, destroy that card. So during your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can target one Photon or Galaxy monster from your deck and either add it to your hand or add it to this card as material. Attach it to it as material. So really good. Next, I have two Galaxy Eyes Cipher Dragons. They all need. Sorry, wait. This is one Galaxy Eyes Cipher Dragon and one Galaxy Eyes Cipher Blade Dragon. So the Cipher Dragon has two level 8. Once per turn, you can detach one XYZ material from this card and target one face-up monster your opponent controls. The monster cannot attack. So basically, your monsters can attack your opponent directly for the rest of his turn, but you take control of the target until the end phase. But if this card was applied, it was affected. It becomes it attack becomes 3000. Also, its name becomes Galaxy Eyes Cipher Dragon. Next, we have Galaxy Eyes Cipher Blade Dragon. 3 level 9 monsters. You can also XYZ summon this card by using rank 8 Galaxy XYZ monsters you control as materials. So basically, the materials in that card become materials in this card as well. Cannot be used as XYZ materials. Cannot be used for an XYZ material for an XYZ summon. Once per turn, you can detach one XYZ from this card. Target one card on the field, destroy it, and if you do XYZ summon one XYZ summon card, if it was an XYZ summoned card, he's destroyed by battle with an opponent's attacking monster. Destroy the opponent's or by a card effect. You can send your to the grave one Galaxy Eyes Cipher Dragon. Engrave it, special summon it. Okay. Good. Next we have my so this is Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon right here. So for this you need two level 8 monsters. If this card battles during your damage concussion quick effect, you can detach one extra unit from this card. Once per battle, this card gains attack equal to the combined ranks of all monsters XYZ summoned to this. So basically, all XYZ monsters on the field times 300 during the damage calculation. If this card is in your own control, is destroyed by battle, your opponent's card effect. While it has a Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon as materials, you can special summon this after the second semi-phase after this summon it, but with double attack points, and any damage this card inflicts is half to your opponent. You can only activate it once. So next we have Galaxy Eyes Full Armored Photon Dragon. Required 3 level 8 monsters. You can also XYZ summon this card by using a Galaxy Eyes XYZ monster you control as XYZ materials. XYZ materials except controls XYZ materials except Galaxy Eyes Full Armored Photon Dragon. So XYZ materials that are attached to those XYZ monsters are also attached to this card as materials as well. Once per turn, you can target up to 2 equipped cards equipped to this card. Attach two equipped cards equipped to this card. Attach them to this card as XYZ materials. Once per turn, you can detach one XYZ from this card. Target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Destroy it. Next, I have one. Can't read that. So I think that's Starlight Photon Blast Dragon. This is a level 4. It requires 2 level 4 monsters, pretty easy to summon. If this card is XYZ summon, you can special summon one Photon monster from your hand. Well, this card is XYZ summon from your opponent. Cannot target monsters from an opponent with 2000 or more attack points with this card effect. Also, they cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects once per one during your opponent's turn. Quick effect, you can detach one XYZ from this card. Target one of your Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragons that is banished or in the graveyard. You can special summon. Next, I'm running one Cyber Dragon Nova and one Cyber Dragon Infinity. Finish off the deck, and obviously we have the tokens, the Photon tokens. That's pretty much it, guys, for the deck. I hope you liked it. And this is one of the first decks I've ever had, so that is really close to my heart. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Though, if you want more deck profiles, just tell me in the comments down below. And that's pretty much it. If you want more, like, subscribe, hit the bell to see more deck profiles. Obviously, you won't miss out. So that's it for this video, guys, and that will be it. So see you next time. Bye.